once again, everybody. Joe from Feel Like Craps. I do feel like craps today. I hope you do too. After a long hiatus, we are finally going to be back at it. We're going to use the old table setting. Back when we first started the Feel Like Craps channel, this is the table that we used. And we're going to go back to it. So, without further ado, let's play, if you will, Waylon's 6/8 point splitter. We might vary a little bit on it with it, but the general premise is going to be there. I like this particular strategy, so we're going to roll it out and see what happens. We have $1,000 to start, and I'm going to play it a little differently. He plays it at the, I believe, the $50 level up here on the 6 and 8 and 100 and the don't. I am going to lower it down a level. We are going to do, because we have $1,000, so we're going to do $30 on the 6 and 8. And we're going to do 60 downstairs. 60 on the don't. So, that's how it is, folks, and we're going to get started right away. Let's get back rolling. It's been a while. Dice are out. Here we go. Our first shooter is up. And it is a 4. Easy 4. This felt is not cooperating with these dice. And I apologize for that. Might be time to get a new felt display here. But 314 that's our point. We're looking for a 6 or an 8 to get us started, so we'd like to get one of those. We're going to get a 7 instead, so it's a cancel, a 0.7 out. These 30 lose, that 60 wins, so we'll leave everything where it is. The rolls work, every roll works. So dice are out. 9, Nina. Our point is 9. And again, we're looking for a 6 or 8 to get us started. There's a 6, 4, 2. Again, dice rolled on the way back. That was a 2 on this die, so. Excuse me, 4, 2. And that is going to be $35. So now we're going to go into protect mode. The 6-1, so that's going to cover the 9. That's going to go in the DC. Dice are out. There they are. 314 at your door. Easy 4. And that's what we're going to play. Dice are out. We let the shooter decide the rest, and it didn't take long. 617. We're going to come out ahead, actually, because this is going to lose, but that's going to have to get paid. And we're going to get 60 downstairs on the dome. So, came out ahead. These guys can go back down here. We have a new shooter coming out. Here they are. 5, 3, 8. Again, the rolls work. Every roll works. So this is a 5, 3, 8, and we get 35 for that one. Take it back to the rack jack, as Waylon would say, and here we go. The 8's our point, so it's covered. We're going to go in the DC with the remaining bet. Dice are out. It's the point splitter. 6, 2, 8. He's going to roll it back to back. It's going to come up. We'll lose 60 and win 35. So the dice gods claim a quarter. This goes here. We have to restock up here. And that's good. Everything's good as it is on the board. And the dice are out. It's the 2 craps. Hey, 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 bring it on. 1 spot and 1 dot will get me a lot if I'm on the don't pass or the DC. That wins back some of the losses for the time being. And we're going to lose everything. So, 4, 3, 7. That wins. These guys are going to go away. back down. Gonna put 60 back in the don't. Dice are out. Let's try again, shooter. 5-1 mixer. That's a point of 6. Good for $35. That stays there. That'll go there, and we'll take this to the rack. Dice are out. Here they are. And it didn't take long. 6-1, you're all done, son. The green dice haven't lost their touch one bit, folks. That's going to pay all of that, and we'll bring this back up here. Dice are out. Looking for a point, shooter. 4-1-5, Viva. Looking for that 6 or that 8. There's an 8-5-3. $35, and now we'll do what we gotta do. The 8-1, so that's gonna cover the point. This will go into the DC. Dice are out. 3-1-4 at your door, easy 4. We'll leave everything where it is. Dice are out, here they are. 5-1 mixer. Doesn't help us because we're not on the 5 or the 6 or the 8 anymore. Our action's down the other side of the board. Yo, 11. 6-5, yo, 11. 4-5-9. We're on the wrong side of the board for some action, shooter. 5-3-8. Doesn't help us. What we need now is the 7. 5-4-9, Nina. Dice are out. Yo, 11. 6-5, yo, 11. 6-5, yo, 11. 3-2 to Viva, that's our point. We will lose 60 and win 35, so a minor loss there. Take 25 to restock the DC, and we have our shooter continuing on. Point is off. Dice are out. We're working. Hard 6, 3-3. The pair of trays. That'll be good for 35. Whoa, hey. I gotta work on the delivery. Alright. 6 goes in here. Actually, that protects the point. We go in the DC with the 8. Dice are out. Here they are. 3-1-4. Easy 4. And we're going to let the shooter play it out. Dice are out. 6-4-10. He's on the other side of the board. That's a 5-4-9. Continuing the trend. Hard 8, puppy paws. We got a 10, a 9, and an 8. And a 7. 5-2-7. 10, 9, 8, 7. Right down the board. And that's actually advantageous for us. This will lose, but we got to pay that. And we're also going to get 60 downstairs on the dome. These guys are going to come down here. The rest goes to the rack. And a new shooter is up. Dice are out. 6-2-8. The easy 8. That was a 6-2-8. We're going to move the puck to the 8 and get $35. That protects the point. That goes in the DC. Dice are out. It's a craps, 12 craps, all the spots and dots we got. That doesn't affect anybody. It's a tie with the DC. It will be resolved on this roll, and it's an 8 easy. That's going to be a winner. Winner, winner if we're on the don't. But, oh, if we're on the pass line, but we're not. So we get 35 of that 60 back. underneath here. Leave everything where it is. Dice are out. Here they come. 5, 3, 8. We get knocked off that 8, but we're covered. We're actually going to come out ahead for $5, and could have been more, but hey, we'll take it. Our point's 8, so we're going to put the 6 in the DC. Dice are out. Here they are. Hard 10, 5, 5, 10. And we're just going to play it out. Dice are out. 12, craps. 3, 1, easy. 3, 2, rather. 3, 2, 5, fever. Dice are out. Yo, 11. 5, 6, yo. Continuing on is our shooter. 5, 1, mixer, easy 6. 4, 2, another variation of an easy 6. And a 4, tray, line away, don'ts to pay. We'll win that, and we'll also win downstairs. Those are very advantageous when that happens. Does help to play the dark side sometimes, folks. Here we go. 30 there, 30 there. And our new shooter's ready to go. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8 on the come out. Our point is 8. That's a $35 winner. Take it back to the rack. Jack. 6 goes in the DC. Dice are out. And 6, 1, you're all done, son. 0.7 out. They don't really hurt us all that much. These guys lose and this guy wins. So it's an exact cancel. Dice are out. 4, 2, 6. It's easy 6. Now we're finally rolling those 6s and 8s. That's good for 35. Because again, we're working every roll. So the 8 goes into the DC. Dice are out. Here they are. 5, 2, 7, folks. 0.7 out. Can't beat the green dice. I'm telling you that right now. Can't beat these green dice. Dice are out. Here they are. 4, 1, fever. Our point is 5. We're looking for 6 or 8. Here they are. And he's going to roll a 9. Sister number to our point. Doesn't help or hurt us. Dice are out. Back to back. We're rolling those 9s, folks. We need a 6 or an 8 shooter. There's a 6. Easy way. 5, 1 mixer. That's our buddy, the KitchenAid mixer. So we get 35. This comes down to the 5. That goes in the DC. Dice are out. And of course, it's a 7. Wouldn't have anything else. 5, 2, 7's a cancel. The minute we get something in the DC, we get to take it all back. That's going to reset. And here they are. New shooter coming out. 6, 1 on the come out. Going to cost us some money. We will permit that to happen one more time before we explore alternative methods. Let's put it that way. We'll reset the board. Try it again, shooter. Dice are out. That's a 5. 4, 1, 5 to fever. That's a 4. That was a 4. Where are you? That was a 4, 1, 5 when it landed. Dice are out. We're looking for that 6 or that 8. There it is. Bert and Ernie with their first appearance of the day. 4, 4, 8. The hard way. You protect the 5. You go in the DC, and we see if we can make it past this roll. We have been cursed the last couple times. Dice are out. And it's a 9. Nina. 6, 3, 9. This will come up to the 9. And we're just going to play it out. Dice are out. 3, 1, 4 at your door. That's our buddy, the easy 4. Dice are out. 3, 2, 5. Point hit. This is a loser. That's a $30 5. It'll pay 42. So we'll get more, a little more back. 25, 35, 35, 40. And we'll get some white chips for the first time. And we'll trade this in. That's going to be a $100 chip, because we need some room. And that was a 5. That was a point hit. So we'll take that back. Hopefully I did that right. Didn't take me long, folks. First video back, and I may have made a mistake already. Hopefully I put that 60 I lost back in there before I made the change. So we'll leave it be at that for now. This is a come out, a new come out roll. So we're going to go totally back in upstairs and underneath. And we still have that no 9 up here. So let's see what the dice gods say. They say 7, 4, 3, of course. 4, 3, come out 7, so we'll win that, but lose all of this. They can't let me win too many times. That's wrong. That needs to go back, and we need to replace it as much as I'd like to do that. It's not possible. So, let's see. That resolved, so it's going to come back here. We'll let this go another shooter or so, because we're comfortably, well, we are up right now, I think, just a little bit, so we'll see what happens. We might call the video here in just a minute. Let's see what the dice gods say. I want to try to roll it at least one more time. Dice are out, here they are. Neen a 9 or wine and dine or 6, 3, 9. Point is 9. We're looking for that 6 or that 8. Dice are out. And it's a 7. That's our cue to leave. That is our cue to leave. We'll take everything back. We're right at about the 20-minute mark, so we'll be happy. And let's count up, because we have definitely got ourselves some profit here. We'll put the die over to the side. We got to get to 1,000, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5, so there's our starting bankroll. Let's count them up. This is 100. We'll do the test, make sure, yep, can't fit another one in there, so that's going to be 100. We'll trade that in. And what do we got here? Another 100. So Waylon's 6-8 point splitter has netted us $202, folks. Not bad at all for a return to the craps world here on YouTube. Once again, everybody, Joe from Feel Like Craps here. I hope you feel like craps as much as I do. So we'll continue on here, onward and upward, with returning to a hopefully semi-daily video production. It's good to be back, and we will see you soon. Remember, whenever we go to the casino, we never bet with money that we cannot afford to lose. Very important. Until the next time, everybody, be well, stay safe, and as always, may every trip to that casino see those dice gods be forever in your favor.